So to a delicious Carol Field recipe, and it's not for bread, but it's for a bread, apple and walnut pudding. Fantastic and easy to make, starting with, of course, the bread. It's best to use a good, nourishing bread, such as an Italian loaf or a farmhouse loaf, or even a whole grain loaf. I cut about 5 generous slices, about 175 grams, and then crumble into a bowl. The bread is then sprinkled with milk, full cream or skim. I leave that up to you. And this is left to soak and soften. Now, nuts are used in this recipe, either walnuts or pecans, and they're gently toasted, either in a dry frying pan or they could be put in the oven for about 10 minutes at 180°C. A deep baking dish is now prepared, such as a souffle dish, any oven-proof dish that is deep, and you could either use butter or a little oil smearing all over. Apples next. Carol Field suggests red or golden delicious, but you could use any of Australia's fantastic apples, such as Pink Lady, Sundowner, or even our very own Granny Smith's. They just have to be peeled, cut into quarters, removing the core, and sliced up thinly before I toss with a little grated lemon rind and some lemon juice to stop them oxidizing, going brown, rusting. Once as many apples as you need have been cut up, they're tossed into the bread mixture. Back to the walnuts. They're now roughly chopped, and they're tossed into the apple bread mixture, along with a couple of heaped tablespoons of sugar. And I now add a teaspoon of vanilla essence to a large egg and lightly mix before stirring in. I also like to add some spice in the form of a little powdered clove. You could use whole cloves, but you might get them stuck in your gums. That'd be horrible. The clove flavour works so well with this dish. You could also use a little cinnamon if you liked. Now the mixture is poured into the dish. A final topping of a few shavings of butter, preferably unsalted. I just like unsalted butter. And an extra sprinkling of sugar. It's then into the oven, about an hour and a quarter at 180 to 190°C until the top is brown and firm to the touch. Degree of difficulty, very low. Preparation time, about 15 minutes of work and then the cooking. Keepability keeps a couple of days in the refrigerator and is terrific eaten cold or re-warmed. Carol Field's deliciously simple bread, apple and walnut pudding. It may be served on its own, or as I like it, with a dollop or two of natural yogurt, a little drizzle of honey, and possibly a small cup of very strong coffee. From Consuming Passions, till next time, bon appetit.